Today on the Kelbrock Show, we have no opening skit because the game we're going for, unfortunately, I couldn't think of a good angle that wasn't going to be bad. And I'll explain why right now. Because we're talking about Super Bomberman R. I am playing this on the Nintendo Switch. I believe, which I'm going to double check right now as we're talking. I believe this game came out for PS4 and Xbox and all that good stuff. Give me 1 second. I'm going to confirm. Yes, it came out on PS4, Windows, and Xbox One, but we're going to be specifically playing on the Switch version today. Now, Super Bomberman R is great. I had a great fondness of Bomberman. Bomberman is a game that's been around for a long time. Long time. And I have so many fond memories. I used to play the game on the DS, which we'll talk about one day later. But let's jump in. You get two modes to start out with on the main menu here. Standard and Grand Prix. We're going to start out in Standard mode. Now, the modes that are here are Battle, Story, Shop, and Other. Other is just settings. We're going to go into the Shop first to really explore everything that's there. Now, the Shop allows you to customize each Bomberman. As you see here, they have different, for Bomberman, he's like that little thing on the top, and these are like all the things you can upgrade to get that on top. You see there that cost coins, and you earn just by playing the game, which is really cool. You can also earn different Bomberman. Now, with that, I already have all the regular Bomberman you can get, but you also have Bomberman based off of other games from Capcom, like Goemon, or, and I don't even know who that is, to be honest with you, but here's Lance, Naked Snake from Metal Gear is right under me, if you can see. We've got Alucard from Castlevania, Upa, we've also got Simon Belmont, we've got Pyramid Head, and all that, and then you unlock also different stuff as well from here. You see here, you got all these other pages to do. So there's a lot to unlock in the shop. So, besides the shop, we'll go into story mode in a minute. Let's go to Battle. Now, Battle, you can do online, local, which is having the switches with you, and multiplayer, which is local. With that, you can go, so we're going to do the local, because that's where we're at. And, as you see, you can do a Battle Royale or a Team Battle. And you can have up to 8 players playing, which is really cool. Computer levels you can make as you want, turn them off if you want, but because it's just me, we're just gonna do normal for now. Sorry. And you can set how many sets you want, time, positions, which we're gonna do random just while we play. We won't play the whole thing, but just to show you, so you start out with some of these here. You get like the Junkyard Labyrinth, and these are all 8-player ones and specials, which we haven't bought any, so we'll just do random. And then you can see here, so here's the normal Bombermen. White, black, blue, red, all these guys. And then you got Max, who's a character. And then all the shiny versions of these guys, which they all have their own personalities. Then the attack types, you see we have Belmont, Pyramid Head, Anubis, Dracula, Vic Viper, Raiden. Oh, I guess we don't think we have Richter, so that's my bad. So Vic Viper again, here's Solid Snake. And then right here is Xavier Woods. So you pick your Bomberman type. We'll just go with that. All around, they just get their usual. And basically what you gotta do now, the way the game works if you haven't played Bomberman, is you just go in and you try to be the last man standing. So you see here, you can see my character, you can see all of them, but I'm Pyramid Head if you see there. And you gotta go around, you gotta blow up bombs, and you get power-ups. So the power-up right here in front of me is the Flame power-up. That gives you more power to your bomb. And then you'll see a Bomb power-up, which gives you more bombs to throw. And then you'll see a Skull, which is actually a power down. It makes you recharge blow. You'll see a Glove, which lets you throw bombs yourself. A Punching Glove, where you can just punch it. There's a Foot one where you kick the bombs. All the roller skates are actually speed ups. And then, like I said, there's different types of bombs, too. Like a spike bomb, which their explosions go through all the walls, so you can still blow people up while getting that. And also, there is, like a mine bomb. So you can do plenty of different things. Now, when playing as well, so you see here the computers are all trying to fight each other. And then when you die, you can set this mode. You have revenge carts. So you see, like, the Bombermen on the side here trying to blow up everyone else, and if you get someone, you actually spawn back in. Now, if you take too long, which you see here we didn't, the revenge carts will go away, and spikes or something will start falling from the sky, and basically you have to beat your opponent as quick as possible before that. But if the spikes land on your opponent, then you get the win. Which is pretty cool. Bomberman's a fun game all around. Now, in terms of this multiplayer, it gets crazy hectic, and it's awesome. It's fun. You get lost, though, way too easily if you don't know what you're looking for. And then also just whatever happened with that guy that was standing. You can't see him because I realized I'm on top of where my corner is, but a guy just blew himself up. So the skull power-up is really cool. You can blow up power-ups to prevent other people from getting them. The skull power-up cannot be destroyed. It actually, you have to grab it or not, but you have to hope that, you know, someone banks it at you, because it really weakens you. I just blew myself up again. It gets crazy, though. You really, like, it's definitely chaotic. You can't get around, you can't get around how crazy it is, and that makes it fun. That makes it really fun. Now, the problem is, though, it definitely is better with friends. You definitely want friends to play with while you're doing that. Now, besides that, we can go into the story mode. The story mode is very simple. It gives you a level, and you have to either beat them up, you gotta flick switches, or do whatever you can, and, like, walk around as just like we were, and just go in and just try to get to the end sometimes. It's very bare bones, very basic. Like, there's some, like, defeat all the enemies. There's some that's hit the switches. And then there's just, you know... Yeah, so that's telling you that we have to hit the switches. I hit A by accident. So, you get a certain amount of lives, and you just gotta go in and take care of business. That's all you gotta do, really. When you get a power-up, it actually stays with you for the time being, so you don't have to worry about recollecting power-ups throughout the whole adventure. As long as you don't die, you can keep them. But again, it's, you know, it's Bomberman. This isn't really what it's meant for. This is not what Bomberman is about. You're not supposed to, you know, the story mode is cool and all. Like, you can get money to go to the shop and, like, unlock everything real quick. But that's not what people come here for. You come here to play with your friends, and you really just want to just go in and, like, just beat each other up and see who can be the best. So, the story, I mean, there's definitely something going on. There's something going on, but it's not the most interesting. So, I will say, like, it's something to do if you're a completionist, but it's, again, not really, I wouldn't say it's worth it too much. It's not the greatest. Now, we've done those two. Now we got to go over the Grand Prix. The Grand Prix, unfortunately, also go back. The Grand Prix is basically just, you can pick which one you want. So, that's the shop. Alright, so, that's not what we want. So, the Grand Prix is like you just kind of do, like, teams, and you kind of go on a marathon real quick about certain things. It offers different modes, and you can pick how many people, 3v3. So you have crystals, where you can collect crystals. Checkpoints, where you just battle for control checkpoints. Civilians, where you have to capture balloons and take them back to your base. Or basic bomber, which is just kind of this, you know, the basic. You select the teams as you go, like, you know, but again, you want to do this with your friends. I feel like that's the big key. You pick your teams. We'll be the ninja, they can be the knights, I don't care. And then you can pick your bomber type. They each have their own stats and all what they can do. So you definitely got to kind of pay attention to that, but for this, we're not really going to care too much. For the game, so now, you know, as you're in there, so you see they get you a cool little intro, and I'm not 100% sure what we're doing, so it's as good as my guess right now. It looks like here we are acquire balloon. All right.
I can't lose.
So you go in and you just gotta after the balloon. So you see there's the spike bomb power up if you were able to see that catch it in there. So again, this game, it's Bomberman. It is super fun. If you haven't played Bomberman with your friends, I so recommend you have it. But as we always do, after talking about all the positives, we gotta talk about some negatives. And one big negative that's in there that I've mentioned before, you definitely need friends to play this game. You need friends, because it does get a little boring playing the computers, because it's not that fun with them. You know, they're kind of boring. You want to be able to go in there and, like, oh, you know, like, really beat your friends and all that stuff, and, like, go crazy and, like, just have a great time. If you're not really big into the chaosness of this game, you're not going to like that either, because this game is utter chaos. This game is off the walls insane. with just all the explosions and just everything going on. Like, you cannot, you really can't, like, sometimes it just, the explosions are so big, you just don't know where you're going. Like, you can see here from the gameplay that these guys, like, they're just blowing up everything. It is so wild right now. And you see, like, even my passenger that I was carrying blew up. So it gets very wild, very hectic. So if it's not really your kind of style, then, you know, you're not going to... honestly, just everything else, like, it's really cool with all the crossovers, too. I blew myself up. It's really cool with all the crossovers as well. Like, all the Capcom properties as costumes for these guys, which is awesome. Like, I have no complaints on that. That is just super cool to be able to have that. So, if I had to give this a rating, I would give it a 7 out of 10. The solo-ness is just not fun, unfortunately. It really isn't. But the multiplayer action that you've come to love about these games is just top tier. It is just so awesome, so fun. If you haven't, I please recommend giving this a try. Like, out of all the games we've reviewed so far, you gotta give this one a try, even though my teammates just blew me up. This game is super fun. I loved Bomberman as a kid, and I think they've done a great job, and I'm honestly tempted to get the sequel of this game, which they do have. They do have a Super Bomberman R2, which maybe we will review one day. We will see. Make sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to keep up to date with everything I've been doing, and we will see you in the next video.